Today, we as European Parliament say clearly, we stand with Bobi Wine, Uganda's opposition and civil society, and all those who risk everything to demand freedom. What happened on January 15th in Uganda, the so-called elections, were not an election.
Thank you.
They were a military operation, and the facts confirm it. Soldiers, acting on direct government orders, raided the home of opposition leader Bobi Wine, assaulted his family and forced the family into exile. Opposition supporters were arrested, disappeared or were killed, including Mesa Kokelo, who was fatally shot while attending a peaceful rally. We are deeply alarmed by reports that the regime has publicly threatened to kill opposition leader Bobi Wine. All these are not isolated incidents, they are acts of terror which are meant to silence an entire opposition. We call for the immediate and unconditional release of all political prisoners, an end to military trial of civilians, full accountability for the crimes committed, and a real electoral reform. Today, we as European Parliament say clearly, we stand with Bobi Wine, Uganda's opposition and civil society, and all those who risk everything to demand freedom.
Woo.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jean-Christophe. Thank you.
Mr. President.
Comrades, we are looking at the Electoral Commission website again that doesn't show anything about the results of the 2026 elections, and it's already more than a month. It's obvious they are cooking the results, and to prevent that they are going to hide the rigging, I want to show you how it looks now. So here is the Electoral Commission website, and here we have elections and results, and then we go to election results, and as we see, 2026 has not been added. So we go to 2021 general elections, because it does give the detail that we desire to have. As you can see, we have presidential result, it gives an overview. The important thing is this one, the tally sheet by polling station per district. That is what we need, and that is what is required by the law. Let me click on it. You see, it gives an overview of all the districts. Now, I remember the one that we exposed in 2021 was Nebi Anyang polling station. So let's go to Nebi. If I click on Nebi, I get the tally sheet for Nebi. At this moment, it is loading. Now, then you can see, I can go down here. Here is every polling station. You see the results of Chigolani are in this column here in the middle. Museveni is here on the right in this column. And then there's the total number of valid votes, the invalid votes, and then the total votes and the percentage. And there's a lot of 100%, which means the ballot boxes have been stuffed. Now, what I want to do, I want to go to this specific polling station, Anyang, right? So, Anyang Primary School. And here we see Chigolani, 8 votes. The declaration of results that we have right here, it says 84 votes. They removed the 4. It was even exposed in a South African newspaper. And then the Electoral Commission blundered, coming out saying that their declaration of result was the real one. But the numbers didn't add up, right? Because the total number with 8 votes, the total number of valid votes is 164. But in their case, it was not adjusted. It was more like Chigolani had received 84 votes. So this is the kind of detail that we want to have. And it is very difficult for them to do it because they will immediately expose themselves. It's very hard to make the tally add up to this ridiculous percentage of 75%, 76% that they have given Museveni. It's a fantasy number. And the moment they publish this tally sheet, the fantasy will be ending. It will be discovered. And that's why I want to show you this video. This is how they display the 2021 elections. And I would not be surprised if they are going to remove all these tally sheets because they don't want the truth to be known. Bobi Wine is the real winner of the 2026 elections.
Uganda's president, who has been in power for more than 40 years, has placed the only credible opposition candidate under house arrest. 40 years in power, and challengers are put under house arrest. This is not democracy, it is criminal. Now listen to what the EU's official policy is at the same time regarding its support for Uganda. The EU cooperates with Uganda to promote the country's green transition, support sustainable and inclusive job creation and investment growth, and strengthen democratic governance that advances social inclusion and human rights. It seems the support policy has not been very successful. The EU must now decide whether we want to continue financing these regimes that laugh at our declarations with gold teeth flashing, or is it time to adopt a new mantra for development aid as well? Here we draw the line. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So, amanya nedos Frank abaho president wa TikTok nga bulijjo. Ndabye video nyingi zibaze nga basara-saramu abantu abo babadde mu parliament babadde wa. But bafutu bigere bayinza okugamba abazungu bagenda nunula Uganda biki nga bwe banunula nsi ki Libya erwa kujja ko omuntu alina amagezi omuntu ategeera sabire eggwanga lyaffe Uganda. Abantu bano bwe bavaayo ne boogera ku nsinga Uganda tulina okufukamira ffenna sabire ensi yaffe. Nga ekyali e Libya ana abantu basookanga kwogera buli kimu tebakoma okwo mwaraba kye batuusa ku Gaddafi. Ati omuntu omusiru ayinza ogamba abazungu bagenda kujja bajjeko Museveni ebiki kozi bwe bajjako Gaddafi ani afuga ye abantu be Libya bali batya ekyo kankibabuuze Museveni kyakoze akikoze ate sawa zino nga oba bakute Museveni under arrest nga bwe boogedde oba bamukoze kiki Museveni akuza ali myaka gye giwumula ekyo kankibagambe naye mmwe abasinga omuwala n'abasinga okukola ki abatala bakyakoze muli baana bato naye gwe ogamba nti omuzungu akulumirirwa nti Uganda okuva edda nedda yali ekulemberwa abazungu eri matwale g'abazungu oba ne bateekako amaanyi ne twanga tufuna amenu ne twenunula ne twanga twetwala but Katonda ono gwe tusinza ajja kuteekako ensi yaffe omukono yasobola tujja mu kwefuga kw'abazungu ne tubanga twetegeerera bano bagenda kwogera biboogera bigwe butaka nga bakatta Gaddafi njagala bawaako ka history mabega kuba nali ntegeera bulungi nga buli kimu kira buli kimu nali nva jinjanga nakatuuka ku Uganda House tugenda kulaba abantu bonna bali ku ma TV bagamba Gaddafi bamukutte abantu batandikirawo okukaba mu Kampala Obama yagamba Museveni is next naye mukama ono wa waggulu twasaba ne tugamba Museveni mukama mu protecting Gaddafi Obama yatuuka okufuga n'amaliriza nga talina kyakoze Museveni ne bwe yajja Kenya yagaana olinnya mu Uganda ensi ezitwetoolodde zisinga yazigendamu naye yagaana ogenda mu Uganda. President Museveni Katonda bw'abanga yakutuwa nti agenda okulembera ensi yaffe ebeere n'obutebenkevu era tugenda kufukamira tukusabire tugenda kwegayirira omutonzi buli muntu wegayirire mu ddiini yo buli muntu wegayirire mu lulimi mu buli ngeri sajja bano balina kye batubalako tebatulumirirwa so futi bigere bw'olaba nga kino ogamba no buli teri muzungu kyayagaliza Uganda kirungi wabula president waffe tujja kusabira Katonda eyakusimatisa Obama yasawa zino naye bamuboora ogundi ono Trump yamukozemu mu bukatuni nga amuyita omuddugavu